Shout out to the Rostless Reliables, and thank you for joining me here on Rostless Reality. Before we get to the dating profiles, in this video, they're doing jumping jacks. At least the little girl is in the pink and the female behind her. The one in the front that I assume is the mom of these two, or aunt, or what have you, is not doing jumping jacks. She's doing what uh, strippers do. Now, she's essentially showing her daughter how to do something that's very low vibrational, and she's confusing her while she's doing it. Now, once this child find out what actually her mom was doing, if she's mature enough, she's not going to mimic this. If she's not mature enough when she gets of age, she's going to continue the same bad behavior. And this is how generational curses start. Yes, there are some males that are the problem, but it's females are majority the problem because they control access to sex and having babies.
You're so dumb.
Now on to our feature presentation. Meet Lauren, 58. She writes,
"You must have emotional intelligence and a relationship with God. I am seeking a man who knows what the process is. I bring the table and will only accept the same. I love to read, mountain climb, play billiards, and peace of mind is foremost."
So it's wonderful that she has emotional intelligence because so many people lack that, more than not. And the relationship with God, well, that's a personal thing. Not everybody believes in God and Christianity, etc. So that right there, you've essentially eliminated yourself, putting that in your tagline. Okay. Now she also writes, "I am seeking a man who knows what the process is." What process are you referring to? What process? Already you're a damn enigma. You're confusing as hell already. Again, what is this process she's talking about? Moving on. Meet Kai, 43.
Purpose-driven, southern roots, soft-spoken, strategically creative, no daddy issues, parents married for 37 years, not interested in hookups, not interested in money, cars, or an explanation of how endowed your body parts are. But I am interested in your thoughts and decision-making ability. Can you lead and delegate? Do you have vision, values, and ethics? Can you make me smile? Most men assume I'm taken, so here I am, making myself available. Hope my king will find me. Hashtag where you at.
Now, anyone with any common sense, you never end a sentence with at. But okay. Where are you sounds more legit than where you at. Let's start at the beginning. It's wonderful. She sounds like a dream. Southern roots, purpose-driven, soft-spoken, strategically creative, no daddy issues. Her parents are married for 37 years, and this looks like a winner. I haven't ran across not one female, not one woman that wasn't interested in money, cars, and things of that nature. Further, you need money to make those visions come true. As far as values and ethics, that's a different story. Lastly, what's with these chicks always wanting a man to make them do something? All while the other side of the female brigade is saying you can't make them do anything. So which one is it? Meet Charla, 48. She writes,
"A safe space, kind-hearted, and loving individual that loves the Lord.
all right, here we go again.
Currently working in the steel industry and have my own small business. Looking to connect, chat, and possibly chill."
Okay. in her tags of what she's looking for. She's looking for chatting, which she says that in her own words. Friendship, which is impossible, um, because friends turns into something casual. Friendships always turn into something casual, but something casual doesn't turn into long-term relationship. That's not something casual, and chatting is not long-term relationship material. Meet Francine, 42. 42. 42. She writes,
I'm not enjoying life.
mind you, all of these are written out by the very person that's putting themselves on display. Let's continue.
I'm not enjoying life. I'm not enjoying life. I love to go, period. Wilkes watched the movies, listened to good music, and I also love to cook.
First complete sentence. Nice.
I'm a loving, kind, understanding person, looking for a gentleman who is respectful and knows how to treat a woman.
That understands literature and how to write. She's looking for a long-term relationship. Yeah, no. This is too much work already. Because anybody who doesn't proofread before they click submit, it has a very messy life. You have to understand the signs and signals that people are mired in. And this goes for both genders, all ethnic backgrounds. You must pay attention to how they write, how they dress, how they speak, their mindsets. Are they the type that continues to use the same talking points or taglines as all the rest of them, such as a God this and Jesus that and Christian this and church that? And I harp on that so much because I've noticed I've noticed 304s doing 304s in their natural habitat. That's the streets. But I also noticed a lot of 304s that are in church, claiming to be reborn and re-virginized and all this other nonsense. Right. Moving on. Here's Christy, 39. She writes,
I am looking for a Christian man who is 100% single and wants WOUNT to go to church with me on Sunday afternoon.
And she's looking for a long-term relationship. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you're already attending church and you can't find what you're looking for in the church, and you can't find what you're looking for in the streets, you are the problem. Because there are many, many eligible men that are 100% single and probably wouldn't even mind going to church. The problem from my viewpoint is as I stated many a times in this and other videos. Also, might I add, what I observed from going to church when my grandmother got me into church as a young man, I observed a host, a gaggle of older or very mature females competing, costumely competing, with the big hats and the special hats and the special dresses of all of the females in the churches. Now, I enjoyed it as a young man, but even as a young man, I knew something was off about the church. This is not a dig on religion, once again, I have to state. It's the people who claim or proclaims that they are practicing something and they're practicing something else. These are my observations. Meet Ebony, 49. She writes,
Chicago's Windy City stole my heart. Now I'm searching for someone to share it with. Chicago area and Milwaukee only.
Did you catch that? Not Chicago area or Milwaukee. She writes Chicago area and Milwaukee.
No couples, no married people. If your conversation starts off with sex, swipe past me.
P-A-S-S, not past. P-A-S-T. Swipe past me. I'm not a hobby. Yeah.
I'm not a sugar mama. I'll shake a juju bag on you if you're on BS.
So you're threatening to harm somebody if somebody's on BS. Interesting.
I pinky promise. No smokers. Nobody under 38. My children are all under 20s. If you're not interested in an LTR long-term relationship, don't bother me. I've been single for 2 years now. I don't want anything casual.
Translation, I'm done being casual. I have to go back up in her bio where she typed out Chicago area and Milwaukee. Now, some may think, well, she's just casting a wide net for Chicago and Milwaukee. No. As it is stated, that the devil is in the details. Meet Yvette or Yvette, 57. She writes,
This is my last time putting myself out here.
Interesting choice of words. She continues,
I'm a strong, practicing Christian woman, waiting on the man God has for me. I attend church regularly, and my faith is a big part of my life.
Yeah, that's not what those pictures say. She continues,
I'm not here for games.
Again, it's about the aesthetics, the pictures, right.
I'm waiting on a man who shares my values, doesn't play games, or smoke cigarettes, cigars, or weed.
That's not what those pictures say. She continues,
and values family, integrity, loyalty, and commitment.
The pictures.
If you're emotionally ready for a serious relationship, built on faith, love, and respect.
Those poses really look like faith and love and respect to me. I don't know about what you all see. She writes,
I'd love to hear from you. If not, please swipe left.
And what's with all of this waiting on the man God has for me? God doesn't have anything for you. What you want and need in the flesh, you have to go and get in the flesh. An unseen force is not going to do that for you. That screams laziness to me. And now she says she attends church regularly. And her faith is a big part of life. So you haven't found any good choices in church? So why are you going to church again? As a Christian woman, I'm just asking. Just asking. She put in here twice. She's waiting for a man. She's waiting. Look at her age, but she's waiting. Okay. Here's Gabrielle, 51.
Stepping into my 50s with renewed purpose, more focus, and more fun. I love serious conversation about an array of topics. I want to hear your true opinion, even if we don't agree. When I ask you how your day was, I truly want to know. I'm interested first in your spirit and essence. The rest will follow. I love the outdoors and feeling the energy of nature. and can also just be still in the house, watching a movie or cooking. I am open to new experiences and conquering fears. Passport in hand.
Everyone that has ever existed has a purpose. The difficult task, most times, is to acknowledge that you have a purpose, work towards it, and achieve it. So, according to her, her renewed purpose is more focused, which means she was less focused, and she's seeking more fun. I seriously doubt that there's much more fun to be had after 50, after riding what some call the cock carousel. Now, the next thing that I want to address, her next statement of she's interested first in your spirit and essence. Those are triggering terms. Because when you start to, if you think about it, Christians, God, religion, all of that stuff, it's all about spirit and essences, correct? What else is also mired in spirit and essence? That's right. Voodoo or black magic or something that's nefarious. So someone who's north of 50 is now seeking spirit and essence of essentially someone who's younger. Even though she doesn't have that in there, it's safe to assume that she's looking for someone younger that has more spirit and essence than she has to be taken advantage of. Prove me wrong. Young men, young males, watch yourself out here. Because this sounds like a cougar looking to sacrifice you. I'm just looking at it from a different point of view. Moving on. And this is Brittany, 35. She writes,
if you're not on the path of righteousness and God is not number one in your life, hit the X and keep moving, please.
And she's seeking a long-term relationship, all while picturing herself showing her camel toe. Yeah. No.
GTTC.